We are streaming. Wait, what the fuck? OBS would like to access your files in. Of course, nigga. The fuck you been doing this? Why are you? Oh, and it's auto recording? Okay. Now I'm just gonna go to YouTube to confirm that we are indeed live.
Me too.
Yep.
See what? Okay, I see the live thing. Let's see if I can
Mm-hmm.
see myself. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, boy.
How's it look? Does it look proper?
Yeah, we chilling.
View your channel live. The thumbnail looks proper as well. Okay.
We're chilling. Chilling. We vibing.
Yeah. Type shit. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
All right. Should I start it or do you wanna start it? Comments. Wait.
Hey,
Hold on. I'm not in the frame. Why is it like this today? Has my thing always been like this?
come. You come now. You come
Okay.
now.
I bet. Let's go. Wait.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the blue corner. My boy Raps is currently making tea or something. I don't know what the heck he's doing. But yeah, welcome to the channel. It's been a while. We've been busy slash lazy to come on, but like we're here now, so we don't have to
Facts.
get into those excuses.
We
We're gonna try to
back.
be more consistent, honestly, because that's what we need to do. Honestly, if we're
Uh-huh.
gonna have the channel grow, we honestly are doing this for fun at the same time. So like, really, we're gonna come on when we want to, but we're gonna try to be more consistent because you know, there's always some Chelsea news to talk
Mm-hmm.
about, family. Yeah,
Exactly.
so let's jump in to the game that we played. Sheffield against us 2-2. That's what happened, and let's talk about it because, guys, I've been saying this all season. We are 10th. We're a 10th place team. We're a 10th place quality. I've been seeing after this game, well, it's really after every time we drop points, even against Burnley, they did this. Chelsea fans keep trying to act like we're this team that should be beating these teams, but like I feel like we need to kind of realize where we are and like realize that to get to where we want to be, there's so many things that need to change. There's so many things that need to improve. I see this team as a 10th place team. I don't see my like I will never like for games like this. If you asked me before the game, I probably would have predicted a draw, and that's me not lying. And the reason why is because I don't like I don't see us as the team at the Chelsea team in the past that used to get points when they're meant to. There's a new team, so these guys are gonna keep doing this nonsense. All this inconsistency. We're gonna see it for the rest of the season. I hopefully we don't see it too much into next season. I wonder what Poch has in store for us. I wonder what the board has in store for us because I'm hearing we're gonna be busy in the transfer window. We don't know how that'll go, but yeah, for today, let's just talk about the game. So, the lineup that we played the same formation that we usually play, that 4-2-3-1, but we had some very interesting changes to it. The main two like talking points was obviously Disasi playing at right back over Gusto because Gusto was hurt with that hamstring injury. And then obviously Gallagher played left wing, which a lot of people were like, what the hell is going on? So was I, admittedly. But then also Palmer did play in the 10, so that Madueke could play. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is Disasi playing Disasi playing right back instead of Gusto. Obviously, Gusto was injured. That had to happen. But I've been a little bit annoyed with Poch recently because his unwillingness to drop Gallagher, especially for games like this, it concerns me because I think it sends a message to other players on the bench who are left wingers. We had Madueke, not Madueke, we had Mudrik and Sterling on the bench who could have easily played that position. Also, Chukwemeka that can play that position. Instead, he decided to play our number 8-2. All he knows how to do is win the ball. That's all he does. He doesn't contribute really to our attack. He doesn't create many chances. He doesn't do much of anything else. but he still played in there. I
Hmm.
feel like he's sending a very bad message to the team. I want to fix up, to be honest. Never want to see that again. And now, another thing, he was getting a lot of hate for playing Palmer in the 10 and putting Madueke on the right wing. The reason why is because, Palmer's best position clearly is the right wing. Every time he's been moved from there, he doesn't look himself. When he's been played up front, I remember early in the season against Luton, he was played up front just so Madueke could start. And then there was a game also against Palace where he was also played either in the 10 or up front so Madueke could play. The common theme I've seen is every time um, Cole Palmer plays out of position is usually to fit Noni into the team, into the same team, right? And in that sense, I kind of sympathize with Poch simply because, for me at least, and I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but currently I think Madueke is the our like second most threatening person on goal. Like he takes a lot of shots. Like this is the player that we signed from PSV. We signed a winger that likes to be on the inside. He doesn't like to hug the touchline. He likes to take shots off his left foot. That's what he does. And like we kind of need a player like that for days like this where we created nothing, absolutely nothing, but he still could score. That's his quality. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that his best position is also our best players or our best attackers' best position. But I would like to see a situation where they both fit in the team and we can get decent performances from both of them. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if it's even possible. Lang, do you have any ideas, like technically how they could both fit into the team? Because they
Oh,
generally just
Palmer and
want
Madueke.
to areas. They want to occupy the same areas.
Palmer and Madueke we're talking about, right?
Hmm. Palmer and
Yeah,
Madu.
I think
And that's a conversation I don't see many people having. Is the fact that
honestly,
these guys, yeah, go ahead.
honestly, a lot of people were upset with Poch moving Palmer from the right wing. Why? Because Palmer had a good connection with Gusto, but Gusto wasn't playing in this game. So I actually see
Yeah.
why Poch saw this as an opportunity to start Madueke. And additionally, I think
Noni's been deserving a start
yeah,
for
hundred
a
percent,
while now. Yeah.
100%. And I think if Nani's gonna play, there's no way we're leaving Palmer out of the team. There's no way we're putting Palmer at left wing. So where does he have to play? He has to play cam. Now, I would argue that Gallagher, if he's not playing in the cam, shouldn't be playing left wing.
I agree.
Like I'm actually
You should have
surprised to
thrown
see
Sterling
it.
on. Oh, it's against
Oh,
Sheffield.
Mudryk, was Mudryk available?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
hundred
both.
percent. He should have. 100% he should have put Mudryk, and then
Or
Gallagher.
Sterling, like one of the
Yeah,
two.
one like a natural left winger, because Gallagher, we know for one, he's not going to run at a person. He's not gonna take on 1v1s, which is what we need from our wingers, which is why Madrid is in the team to start with.
And we had
And so by
Cucurella
adding
behind him who doesn't
exactly,
overlap, so there was nothing.
hmm and
Offside is just dead.
so what we gained in bringing an attacking threat, we took away from our left wing. So it's like, did we really do much? That's the whole point of bringing Madueke in to increase that tracking threat. But if you're going to reduce that tracking threat by the same amount, it's like, what are you doing? But I guess he was put in there for the intensity, but I still think it was a wrong call, in my
Because
opinion.
we don't need that intensity every game, bro.
Yeah,
Like
100, especially
against
not against Sheffield. Come on, come on.
yeah, so I don't know if I'm saying this stat correctly. I think I am. So Chelsea are the only team that did not have 10 plus shots against Sheffield this season.
How many shots do you have? Do you know how much?
Less than them. We had what? Let me
Let me see if I
quickly
can
find
bring
that
up the
for you.
match facts.
Yeah, we had 6 shots against them.
Yeah, that's poor.
6 shots. They had 11. We had we had 3 on target. They had
That's
6.
poor. And it's funny because we had 70%
Very poor,
possession.
bro.
So what
Hmm.
on earth
We're
were we
doing
doing
nothing
with
with
the
the ball.
possession?
We're doing nothing with the ball. And like I've heard a lot of complaints about how the we don't control games or we don't control the ball well. But like
That's the thing with
in the
Chelsea, bro. Every single game we play against, it does not matter who it is. It could be Man City, it could be 10 men Benny. We will make it a fucking spectacle to watch. Like,
Mhm.
there's no
We make
game
it
where it's
hard on
gonna be,
ourselves so much
yeah. There's like every single Chelsea game is amazing to watch for the neutral
for
because
the
it's
neutral,
it's a
yeah.
beautiful game. Why? Because we can't control a game against anybody. but at the same time, we can take the game to anybody. And so we need to find that balance.
That's
Okay,
the balance. You need a
yeah,
balance.
100%. We need to take the game to people, but we also need to do it in our own hands, like in our own control, not just letting the game be a basketball game, which is something that these lower teams want because they know that they can control the game. And so if the
Exactly.
opposition can control the game, they're like, I bet, let's do it.
They're happy to just
50-50.
get the chances that they can get, you know?
Exact, because they're not used to getting chances. These guys are used to defending for 90 minutes. Therefore, when that chance comes to counterattack, they're gassed and they can't score.
They're not,
But if it's against us, they have the energy to score. They have the energy to go against us. Why? Because they don't have to defend for 90 minutes, which is
not
something.
having them because they know they don't need to chase the ball because they
Hmm.
know we're gonna make an unforced error.
Hmm.
Then they can score from it. We do this
So
every single game.
that's one of our biggest weaknesses. And yeah, I'm actually
Aerial
changing.
duels as well, bruh.
I'm
Like we have
actually
tall people who don't know how to defend aerially. I don't understand what.
Yeah. You said you
And
you had
about
something to say
Bali
about
Shile, bro,
the
you might be right, bruh. You might be right about him. This
Budia
guy
Shield.
comes on and concedes immediately, bruh.
Who did he come on for? Cucurella.
Uh,
Why did you take out Cucurella though?
what?
It looks like
He
Cucurella
took.
came out, so I'm assuming Budia Shield came on for him.
I mean, he took off Cook. I mean, he took off Cucurella. I think also our winger like
Yeah,
Madueke.
Madueke.
He also took off Palmer because Palmer's played a lot. Jackson's
Hmm.
played a decent amount as well. Then he put on Kaisedi for height. Chukwemeka as well, who's also tall. Badiashile is also tall. Then he put on Mudrik as well. So like he put on Mudrik and then four players that provide like an extra dimension of height. Because one thing Poch has always complained about all season is the fact that
Is the height?
our
Yeah.
team, yeah, our team is short, which I don't think necessarily that's why we're bad at like just our aerial success rate all around has been poor. And I don't think it's just because we have short players, because like, bro, I've seen teams
No, our
with
success
players,
rate is poor also because you have to take into
they're not
account the
being
amount of
coached.
the
They're not,
amount of
they're not-
times we boot the ball up. Like success rates should happen if like your success rate is high if you're actually targeting someone, but all we do is clear the ball. Like obviously our success rate is gonna be low. Why? Because it's not like what we're doing is planned. Unlike a team like City, they'll only go over the top if they're specifically looking for someone, be it Haaland or be it Rodri. We just boot the ball up and hope that Gallagher can take it out the sky or Jackson can like control it. That's never gonna
control
work.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
even on defense, I'm talking defensively also, like we are
yeah.
poor, like ending crosses. Oh my God, bro. Like it's bad. Like our collection of defenders, honestly, is very poor. It's I don't know what we've done, but we've somehow managed to spend like, I don't know, 400 million on this defense, and all of them are poor. All of them are
Hmm.
poor. Our French center backs, the three of them, they cost us what, 160 million? Because Fofana 80 million, Desasi like 45,
Budia
Badiashile
shit.
like 35. Yeah, that's like 160 million, bro.
Yeah.
In the like
Also,
all whack, bro.
honestly,
For
honestly,
not thingy.
honestly, I've been
Ah,
shielding Poch for too long, bro. I'm sorry. I've been shielding him for too. Someone asked me, no, not someone asked me, but I saw in like a video that I was watching, whereby if you were to see this team, just looking at the team alone, and you were to give it some expectations, most people would say top seven or top six,
mhm.
and
I predicted we'd come sixth, and I thought, like, me and my friends in the
it
house,
was
we
like
did
a
like
fair prediction. Yeah.
a whole prediction thing before the season started, bro. I'll show you the table. It was
Like
stupid.
I'm sorry, this team does not deserve like the team alone. I'm not putting into account Poch and his team. Like, but the team alone with proper coaching, I believe this team can perform way better than it is now. And so I really like if you had to ask me which manager do I think should come in, I would not be able to tell you. But I do know that if we had a better manager,
We would
or
be
even
good.
if
Yeah.
we had Tuchel, bro, I think this team has enough around the board to be better than 10th at least. You know what I'm saying? Nah, not 10th. Tuchel, you
I don't
think
know
Tuchel
about
will be 10th
Tuchel,
with this
bro.
team?
I don't know about Tuchel.
But do you think he'll be 10th with this team?
No. But then, like, I don't mean to defend Poch here, but I kind of have to,
No,
only because
I've
yeah,
been defending him all
issues that
season, bro.
yeah. But like, I'm gonna play devil's
I know
advocate. I agree with
injuries,
Poch. In
bro.
my opinion,
I've heard
not
it
good
all,
enough.
bro.
I'm not even gonna talk about injuries. I'm gonna talk about our points, the number of points we have. Yeah. So you said we should be in the top seven. Yeah. If we win
I know.
our next game,
I know,
which
but
that is left,
right after menu, I was looking at
yeah,
the table and
yeah.
calculating, and I was smiling just for this shit
And
to
that's what I'm
happen.
saying. Like, we're not really like, as much as people are saying, yeah, we're shit. Like, we're not like at best of what I expected this team to be. We are not performing that much worse than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like
Yeah, but you're
it's
looking at a
not that
snapshot
big
of
of
the
a
table
difference.
right now. You're looking at
What?
You're looking at a snapshot of the table right now. I'm saying
No,
if
with
things,
7 games left though.
yeah, I am saying if things continue to go the way they're going, that snapshot is gonna look very different. If things change, of course, yeah, there's a conversation of us being top seven, 100%. But what reason do I have that things are gonna change? I don't have a reason. So why
I
it's
agree.
like you. Why am I being optimistic when the team literally has not given me a reason to be optimistic? Even the menu win was a fluke, bro. If I'm being honest,
It was a straight fluke.
that was a fluke. We didn't even deserve to be put in the position whereby we actually have a chance to be in top seven. And we blundered at first try against Sheffield. Like it's
Against
amazing.
Burnley the week before,
Like
we
it's
should have won that
amazing,
game.
bro. Like Chelsea is
We should have.
amazing. Like this is such an entertaining team to watch, but not to support. Bro, any team we play against will make it look like the best match this century. Regardless of what position they are, regardless of what league they're playing, brother. We have a special talent, and that talent is to compete with
Entertainment.
everyone. We're the best, we're the most entertaining team to watch. Be it against Liverpool, Man City, Sheffield, Burnley with 10 men. Bro, that game was amazing for the neutral. For me, I wanted to break my coffee mug, bro. But it's amazing. Like, how do we do this? How do we manage to go toe for toe with literally everyone, no matter how
Because we
shit
have quality
or
on
how
our
good they
team.
are? This is why
We have
Chelsea
quality.
performs well in the Champions League. That's the same reason why it performs well in the Champions League. Because regardless of how shit we are, we can make the one-off game
Count.
amazing, and we can compete with
Yeah,
anybody.
on any day we can. We
It's,
can.
it's in
But
it's in the Chelsea spirit, but we're taking it too far.
because
We're
bro,
taking
here's
it
the
too
thing.
far.
We have quality. Our quality is undeniable. But like I don't think we have quality spread out throughout the team. I
I
think
think we do.
I I think there's a
I
lot
think
that needs
our
to be
defense is lacking, but purely because of injuries. But if everyone is fit, I think we have quality throughout the team. Despite except one position, which is number nine.
and left back.
We will agree to disagree. well, I think Chilwell starting
Left
at
back
his best.
is like our worst
Listen,
position.
listen. I think Chilwell.
I think
Listen.
left
I
back
think Chilwell starting at
goalkeeper and
his
left back
best.
are worse than striker.
Chilwell starting left back with Cucurella as his sub isn't something that's too bad. But Cucurella starting and Chilwell injured is horrible. You see what I'm saying? But Chilwell starting and like performing at his best with Cucurella being a sub isn't too bad. Our right back is amazing, I agree. But
That's provided the whole team is like doing good.
yes, no, no. Looking at the whole team, yes, it's probably one of our weaker positions in tandem with left wing because we haven't been getting much output from the left wing.
On the left. Our left is kind of yeah.
And the striker
Left
position.
side
Our,
in
our
general,
striker
yeah.
position is just like a connecting piece. It doesn't provide goals, which is what it's meant to do.
That's why
So
I
if
want
we're
Rodrigo on left wing.
let's not.
I want Rodrigo, bro. We need to go get him. Mbappe is taking up the left, like he's clogging up the left wing spot.
You wanted
Like
us to
that
get
left wing spot
Mbappe
is
2 months
clogged
ago. Now
with
it's
left.
Rodrigo, bro. Who's next? Like you want us to get
What?
Haaland
What
next.
was this months ago?
You wanted us to get Mbappe 2 months ago. Now it's Rodrigo. What's next? Haaland.
No,
Like,
I
bro.
said, nah, you're twisting my words. I said, if Chelsea
Uh,
were a serious club, we would be going to PSG or Mbappe at least, because he's going on a free. Would have been going to Mbappe and being like, yo, blank check, come to the bridge. If we were a serious club, but we're not. We're clearly not a serious club. A serious club would have done that, in my opinion. A serious club does not miss out on like fighting for the best talents in the world at any point, in my opinion. That's the Chelsea way. That's the fucking Chelsea way. I'm sorry. That is. It is.
Bro.
It
You
is.
know what that reminds me of? Have you ever seen did you see when Ronaldo was going up for grabs and then I don't know which team like which team in the Premier League submitted a bid for him. It was like some 16th place team. Like like it gives me those kind of vibes, bro. Like imagine on Twitter news broker that Chelsea approached Mbappe. Bro, imagine the memes that would be coming out of that. I mean, I like the ambition,
But that's
but
not
given our
even,
position at the
bro.
time,
That doesn't even make any sense to me. You know why? Because like,
yeah, because you're thinking Chelsea.
why we still linked with the top managers that everyone wants this at the end of this window. Why we linked with the best managers available on the market? Why?
Because a manager is capable of taking this team from like the depths of the ocean to actually like making our players perform the way they should be performing. But no player, this team is a manager's dream. All they need is a few senior signings, but no player wants to come into this team given what they've seen. They've seen how many players with potential come to this team. Why
I
would
don't
anyone be
believe.
like, wow?
I don't
No,
believe that.
okay, players is very
Why
general.
did
Of
Caicedo
course,
come
many
to us
people,
after we finished 12th?
of course, many players would want to come to Chelsea. But I'm talking about players of the caliber of Mbappe or Rodrigo.
Yeah, they would still want to come, bro. We have money. We play in the Premier League. We're one of the biggest clubs in the world. Like, bro, I need you to
Nah,
like get out of this whole club mentality
we
that
shouldn't
you
have
have and
gotten in this,
realize
we shouldn't
that
have
we're
gotten in
perfect.
this Rodrigo
Bro,
conversation,
let
bro.
me put it to you like this.
Rodrigo's not coming
Why
here, bro.
why are people like, how do I let me think of an example. Okay. Like Caicedo, bro. Caicedo was wanted by Arsenal too, bro. They wanted him and Liverpool. They put in bids for him. Why did he choose us?
Chat,
Why did he
chat,
choose us?
chat.
Why did Mudrik choose us over
Iwate is
Arsenal?
waffling, chat.
Why did Joy Felix choose us over Arsenal? We were ninth when he came.
Yeah, chat. Iwate is
Or
waffling,
10th,
chat.
something. We were like bad.
Yeah, he's
Why did
waffling.
these players
Yeah,
still
yeah.
come?
I agree. I
Huh?
agree. Now,
What?
someone just said you're waffling in chat. I agree.
Oh, you typed you're waffling.
I agree. Chat, you're not getting my point. My point is the caliber of player you're talking about would not want to come to this team.
But um,
Players who are like small pieces in like a big machine. Yes, it makes sense for them to come to this team. Like this team is a good ass team. I agree. But you're talking about Mbappe.
mhm,
Rodrigo is obviously a bit more realistic than Mbappe. But come on, brother, come on.
same shit.
Brother,
Same
come
guy.
on.
Same guy.
Before we get those guys, okay, I will agree with you. Give us a top manager, and then we can talk about having those guys. And
I
then our project looks attractive enough to those guys.
All I'm saying is it doesn't hurt to have tried. I'm not saying if us and Real Madrid and Bayern all knock at his door, he's gonna choose us. I didn't say that. I said top teams make themselves available, put their offers on the table. I've seen Chelsea over the past few years get players that we were not meant to get, and we got them anyway because like the way us as fans see things isn't the way players see things. Like these guys, like would not miss out on the opportunity to play for some of these big clubs. Yes, they can have their dreams and stuff, but like, bro, they can still be attracted to Chelsea. They can still be attracted to the fact that we play in the Premier League, we have a lot of money. We'll keep signing players. We'll keep signing players till we get it right. We'll keep sacking managers till we get it right. That's Chelsea. That's what we're known for. Like we shouldn't ever count ourselves out of a great player just because we're like, you wouldn't want to come to us. We're not Brentford. We're not Fulham. We're not Brighton or Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, in my opinion, like, bro, I saw Everton somehow pull Carlo Ancelotti. Somehow. I was confused. Like, these things can happen, bro. It's the Premier League. Like, what if Mbappe wants to play in the Premier League and Chelsea's his best opportunity to? We can sell him that project, or we can sell him that. I hate that word project. I shouldn't have used that. But
Mm.
we can literally sell it to him that hey, yeah, we're shit right now, but if we have you, we won't be. And we'll get you more players. You can fucking play with your best friend in Kunku. Like, You know what I'm saying? We get him a new left back. So who
But
have it?
what you're saying, listen,
He,
listen,
he
listen.
sees World Cup winner Enzo
What you're
Fernandez
saying,
in our midfield. That's his team.
what you're saying is very, very inspiring. Like it makes me smile. Like
I don't.
what you're saying makes me smile. Like it makes me say, yeah, this is fucking Chelsea. And then I wake up on a Sunday night and then watch Chelsea against Sheffield. And then at the end, I'm like, fuck, this is Chelsea. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like these
The
players.
the project you're speaking of is very attractive, but I think the first step for us to be more attractive to these kind of players is first of all direction. Personally,
No, yes, we need direction for
right now,
sure.
I don't think maybe I'm being too harsh on Porsche, but I don't think we have direction under Porsche. I thought we had if you watch the videos that we made about a month ago, I was smiling. I thought we had direction, bro. Like I was optimistic talking about then the past 4 games we've been like I was happy, and then like you proved me right, which is something that I don't like. You proved yourself right, which is something that's full because
I don't want to be right
I
in this
genuinely
situation.
thought we were going somewhere, and brother, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah.
So I think we need a new manager, a new team. Totala, like when you talk about winning aerial balls and defending, it's obviously not all down to Poch, but it's down to Poch and his team because these are the people that he hires. I think we just
Remember
need
beginning of the
even the
season.
medical team. I think.
Remember what he said beginning of the season.
What do you
He
say?
said, "Let us." This is what I was said. He said he doesn't need because they offered the board offered to hire a set piece specialist like a coach, set piece specialist coach, because he doesn't have that in his team, right? And Poch said no, I don't want that. I would rather a set piece specialist player who is just individually just good at set pieces. Well, he didn't get that because we didn't sign any fucking new players, right? But he like from that whole time he was complaining about height, and now here we are. He's still complaining about height, but like, why did he refuse to get a set piece coach who can coach
Yeah, because
all these players?
coaches take all these things into account. Their strategies given the height of the team.
But
Like it's
he
their
clearly
job.
didn't. He clearly
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
So like,
And
I don't know
how is
why
a
he didn't
set
help him
piece specialist player going to somehow,
change
is
how
he
the
somehow
whole
going to
team
help the
played.
whole team? Like what? That doesn't make
I
sense.
don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get this guy, bro. I don't understand him. But like, as you're saying, like low
Yeah.
key, we need a new manager. But for me, it's hard. It's kind of hard for me to be okay with him leaving. I still am of the opinion that he should, last his contract simply because I
How
don't
long is
know
this
who
contract, by the way?
it ends end of next season. It's a 2-year contract,
That's
and
fair.
then there's an option to extend for another year, but like we don't need to trigger that option, right? And also
Tell you what,
there's also a
if
clause
this
in his
summer
contract
comes
that if
and
he
we
can get
sign
sacked
senior
this
players,
summer, what?
God, if this summer comes and we sign senior players, I'll be optimistic. If this summer comes and we sign a 17-year-old Brazilian from the Brazilian favelas to play for our third team, then I know he's getting sacked by November.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah.
I and
And
I
then we have to wait for the next summer again for our coach to have his own signings. It's just,
No,
hey,
we don't necessarily because I think our board literally, I don't know, it's stupid because the way it was framed to us was the reason why Poch was the preferred hire. Because you remember they did like a 3-month extensive search, whatever they were saying, whatever the PR giants were saying, Bomet Law
yeah,
for the Athletic. They're saying they did this 3-month search, and the reason why Poch was chosen was mainly because of his experience with young players and how he's developed their individual like abilities. And honestly, that's still what I see from what he's doing with our players is he's been able to get the best out of them individually, especially our attackers. Really and truly, it's just our attackers, if I'm being real. Like he's kind of made sure that this team can score and create as much as possible, even though our attack isn't that high of quality, is
yeah,
what he's made sure of, right? But then they didn't really take into account the fact that this team does not suit him stylistically at all. in any other way because
Yeah.
he's not a positional play type manager. He's not one of these who hold possession, pass the ball 62 times. That's what these players want to do. They don't want to be chasing the ball. They
Yeah.
don't want
Facts.
to. For
Facts.
Enzo, they don't. That's not Enzo's game. Enzo wants to be behind the ball, scanning, looking for passes, keeping the game ticking. So does Caicedo. Even though Caicedo is more of a ball winner, he's still his best traits are on the ball. That's most of our players except for Gallagher. That's why we see Gallagher every week because Gallagher is the ideal player for this guy, I guess. Just high intensity. When I pump pump the ball all the way up to the goal post, and then we see what we can do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Facts.
That's
Yeah.
how he wants to play. And like I don't know why I bought
I don't
heavy
want us to play like that.
element. I don't want us to play like that either because it's not winning us games. I'd want us to play like that if we're winning games, you know? And I think that this team can be adjusted to play like that, the way Poch wants to play. If we had like more athletic players who are like a lot like
Yeah.
better just in transition. Like guys who just enjoy the high pace, high intensity. If we had Konate in our team, if we had a few of Liverpool's players, because like we play a lot similar to how Liverpool plays right now, as compared to well, we play the way they used to play in like 2017, like when they were like undercooked. Because they used to have
Hmm.
results like this where they would just win every game 3-2. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's how we're playing right now,
Before
except
Van Dijk.
yeah, before Van Dyke, before Allison, like this is when it was just Bojini, Wijnaldum, like still just him. Okay, they had Robo, they had like most of their team, but
Hmm.
like
They
Van Dyke
hadn't
hadn't.
solved the
And
defensive
yeah,
problems.
you
Yeah.
know that where it was just back and forth ping pong. That's how we're playing right now, and like it won't change until we find a new manager, and that's the painful thing for me to see is like we're always gonna play like this until we get a new coach. But then I don't feel like a new coach right now would change, would like solve a bunch of our problems because these players still, in my opinion, need coaching. They
Hmm.
need development. Otherwise, we're gonna get this new manager. We're gonna concede less goals, but we'll score less. I'm telling you, score less. Palmer's numbers will go down. Most of the guys' numbers will go down because like these guys are not as quality as you might think. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Our attackers specifically, our attackers need a lot of coaching. Like the only reason they're able to score so many goals is because they have space, and they're not even scoring that many goals. Jackson, when was the last time Jackson scored a goal? Like he scored like 2, 3 goals after Afcon,
Yeah.
nothing. He's
Yeah.
gone silent. You know, Mudrik sometimes scores, but like that's sometimes.
Yeah.
Noni, who in my opinion would score more than Mudrik, he can't really start most games in his best position because
There's
Palmer.
someone better than him in Palm. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, what do we do? I'm telling you right now, we'll be complaining, saying, "Nigga, why are we not scoring any goals?" The moment we this manager goes, we'll be saying, "Why is Palmer not putting up 34 GA or whatever he's on?" Yeah, 34 GA, 34 goals and assists in his first season, first full season. All comps,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
More
insane.
than Jude Bellingham. Like he won't get these numbers. He won't.
Hmm.
Like
But
not
if
unless
that
he
comes
has
with the team
someone.
becoming more successful, I don't give a shit.
y- But like
No, no,
it really
no,
won't.
really
It
and
will
truly.
open the door to more problems in the
Uh,
short term. In the short term, like in the short term, if
bro,
we get rid of
as
this
long as
manager,
we're leaking less goals and we're still scoring enough goals to win games, I'm okay.
hopefully we. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully we can still be scoring enough goals to win games, and that rides on Nkunku being fit for most of next season. He needs to be
But
fit.
what I'm saying is,
Mhm. And it also rides on us getting another
championship
attacker
winning teams, most of the time, they start off with having a good
with
defense.
defense. Yeah, that's
Look
honest.
at
That's
how
the
we were
foundation.
under Tuchel, Brad. The first thing Tuchel got right from day one is leaking less goals. Like I think his first game was against the Wolves. What was it? It ended up 0-0. Bro, we didn't concede goals for I think like we were the best defensive team since he got there, and all he had to do was like figure out some sort of attacking pattern that worked. And guess what? All we needed to do was score like 1 or 2 goals, and then we win the game.
All he did was he changed to a back three first to
Hmm.
account for. the fact that Jorginho and Silva have no pace.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he stuck Jorginho in that pivot. Said Jorginho will play every game. Kovacic and Kante, depending on who was fit, would come
Hmm.
in his partner. Thiago Silva was there in the middle of that
Exactly.
back.
But what worked is that our defense was solid, and we were the worst team to play against. And as if that happens, hey, bruh, if it means Palma scoring less goals, I don't mind it. As long as we're leaking less goals and are scoring enough goals to fucking win the game, be it from set pieces, be it
That,
from
I
anywhere.
think that won't happen next season because, like I'm saying,
It's
I
okay.
don't I don't rate these players as much as like other people in our fan base, at least. I don't rate Modric that high, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. He's expensive as fuck for no reason, but he's not it.
No, he's obviously not worth the price, but he
He's not
is
it.
proper
Sterling,
talent.
dog. He's ass. He's
No,
like
Sterling
ass.
is dog water. Everyone knows Sterling is
Yeah,
ass.
he's actually dog on. Then Jackson is okay, but this guy cannot be our striker. He can't.
No, Jackson is good, but he is not a
He's
striker.
yeah,
He's not a striker.
yeah.
He's not a
Whatever he
striker.
is, yeah. Maybe yeah. Maybe let me say that
Like
he's not.
he's more of a left wing than a striker.
He's not our striker. He's not
Yeah,
our striker.
we need
He's
to
not
buy a striker. We agree.
like really. We need to be turning that guy into Sadio Mane. Like that's he just needs to watch Sadio Mane videos for 2 hours and play like that. Just put him
Hey,
in because they
yeah,
play
just
for
put
the
him in the
same.
mood. Yeah,
They
yeah.
they play for the
Just be
same
like,
national
bruh, you
team.
see
Just
what
be
this
like, bro,
guy's
play
doing.
like this.
I want you
You
to
have
do
pace.
this.
You can be aggressive.
Yeah,
Play like
just do
this.
this.
That's all you gotta do. And he's strong. Mane was strong as shit. Like that's all he's gotta do. He's just gotta
Yeah,
watch Sadio Mane comps. Then he'll be
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I know, I agree. But Mane played
But
in the
then
left wing, I guess. And then he had
exactly,
he had
like
a
it's
connection.
perfect. Like
But that shit worked because they had a Firmino in there, you know what I'm saying?
tie things together. And
Hmm.
hey,
That was meant to be our Kai Havertz. That was what Kai
so
Havertz was meant
it
to
was
be for.
yeah, kind of. But like I was about to say, within Kunku, he can kind of be that man who ties things together, who also gets a lot of goals. Because Nkunku knows how to combine really well with players. So does Jackson. Like this is one of the like strongest traits is like
Yeah,
playing off people. So same with Chukwemeka, who would be behind them. I would love to see that lineup. I haven't seen it yet. I really
yeah.
would love to see that fucking lineup. We haven't seen it,
Gosh, no,
you
I
know?
hear you. I hear you. I think
Yeah,
you
but
said you
like
you wanted to talk about the midfield as well.
yeah, I was gonna say on our midfield going forward, brother, like I don't know, bruh. This Enzo Caicedo midfield, it's not working for this nigga. What's his name? Pochettino. It's not working. In my opinion, if he wants to like keep doing this, where he's gonna just keep playing like Gallagher, might as well put him in the pivot, bro. Might as well put him in the pivot, have him partner up with one of Enzo or Caicedo. See if that works. I don't think both these guys need to be starting every game, especially because, bro, like you can see it. They have zero sort of chemistry, and you might think these guys don't play with each other every week. They have no chemistry. I don't see any connection developing between the two of them at all. They seem to be doing
Their own
like
thing.
half of no, I was gonna like a half-baked job of what they are meant to be bringing to the table in the sense that Enzo, yeah, sometimes he'll attempt a few long balls, right? Like he'll
Mm.
play deeper, attempt a few long balls right by Kukurea. Then all of a sudden he's like trying to crash into the box and score goals. None of those two things work. And then Caicedo, he like win the ball quite well a few times, and then like all
Lose
of
it.
a sudden
Yeah,
he
he
either
always loses the
drops
ball.
the
That's
tackle
my biggest problem
or
with
loses the ball
Caicedo.
in like what I'm saying. I
Mm-hmm.
think what should happen. I want to see. I want to see
Gallagher.
Enzo and Gallagher play together a few times,
I
or
think the
see
most
Enzo
defensively stable would be Gallagher, Caicedo.
and Caicedo. Yeah, because they will naturally want to win the balls. What you would think, but I think it would be the lesser defensively stable one, only because both of them like to move around a lot, so they'll leave a lot of space behind them. So I think because Enzo to me seems as the most static one, the one who can not like who can like stay in position the best. I think maybe a pivot of him and Gallagher would work best. Or if Poch just made the simple tactical instruction of telling Enzo and Caicedo to kind of like switch roles. Tell Enzo, yo, you're in charge of the first phase of play. Like it's not Caicedo anymore. You're gonna be getting the ball from the center backs and starting because that's literally how like that's what Caicedo did for Brighton, but he's not doing it well for us.
Hmm.
So maybe it's just time to switch roles. Tell Caicedo, yo, you're the one with more of a free role. You can collect the ball from whoever. Go win the ball more. Like that's what you should go do.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I hear that. I hear that.
despite the fact that he's more defensive minded, he also doesn't have that discipline to stay in position.
Yeah, I hear that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rewatch that game and see how the hell we played because I haven't watched Chelsea properly in a while.
I don't think you learn as much as you think from this game. This game is literally
Was
we've
it like
not
a
had
basketball?
no, no, not really. We didn't create shit. Like we
Oh,
were
but
just struggling to
we
break
had the
them down.
possession. Okay.
We just struggled to break them down. Literally, I literally explain this game to you, bro.
Yeah.
We've had I, we've
Like
had
six shots or some shit like that.
I want to say 2 or 3 games like this
Hmm.
season. 2 or 3 other games like this. The first one that's coming to mind is Everton when we lost 2-0. It was exactly like this game where like we generally just have no goal threat. Like we have no threat. We're not creating chances. Our left side's dead, our right side's dead. We have no ideas, like zero creativity. And then um these guys happen to just score on us because like we're a team that doesn't know how to defend. That's literally how this game went. The only difference between this game and the Everton game was the fact that the Everton game early in the season was when Poch hadn't yet figured out a way to make sure that we score no matter what.
Yeah.
So that game we lost it 2-0, but like same exact game I watched the other day, like same shit. Same
Yeah.
shit where you can't create, and then because our defense is bad, and teams realize, okay, these guys are not a real threat to us. Like, let's counter them. Like,
Hmm.
let's throw
Hmm.
everything at them. Happens every time. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
I'm still gonna wanna watch it, see exactly what went wrong, because I'm not used to us not creating chances. Like from the games I've watched, I'm used to
It
us.
doesn't happen. It doesn't
Yeah.
happen often, and I'm I'm sure it won't happen again. The only teams who are in danger of not of playing exactly like that again against would be Everton. That's
Yeah.
next game on Monday. That's next week.
But yeah, yeah. Actually, speaking of next week, that's probably gonna be when our next video is for the preview of Everton and the. Is that our next game? That's our next game. Let me
Everton,
double.
yep.
Let
Monday, it's
me
on a Monday.
let me double check.
Yeah, it's on Monday.
Yeah. So we'll be back on Sunday for the preview, and then Monday for the review. Hopefully, we see something that's much better than what we saw against Sheffield. I want to say hopefully we go in a certain direction, but at this point, I just want this season to end, bro. Like, I feel like most of you fans feel the exact same way. Like, what we do want to see is change, be it change in our signing strategies, like if we sign more senior players who we know what to expect,
We
and
shouldn't sign anyone below 200 league appearances.
mhm. And we should know what to expect from them. They should have some sort of authority over their peers so that they can, just help this team, bro. This team is very naive. It doesn't know how to control its temper. It doesn't know how to control a game. Doesn't know when to start. It doesn't know when to stop. We need people like that. Silva's probably leaving, so we need someone like that in defense. We need someone like that in attack as well. Even if they don't play every game, bro, it's okay. We need that in the dressing room. And when they do play, let's say we're playing them to finish off a game. That's where we need that leadership mentality. So if the change either comes from that in terms of signing strategy or from the manager, I just want to see change. I want to see something new because I've given up with the direction that we're going. I've given up. There's no direction. It's haphazard. Every game I'm watching is going to be a spectacle. it's fun, but it's not fun at the same time. Like, I'm tired of watching spectacles. I want to see a boring 3-0 win, or a boring 2-0, or a boring 1-0 where we score with a header, but we nullify the team. It's also fun because then I'll know my team is being a proper football team, not. Come on, guys. We can't be making every match a spectacle, even the last place teams. Like we're giving them a chance where they don't deserve a chance. And so yeah, we will be back for that. This was a pretty long episode, 45 minutes, but it makes sense because we've been gone for so long. We had a lot to talk about. We still have a lot to talk about. We'll be covering that in the next few weeks, and we'll be coming up with a schedule. We'll be posting the schedule probably in our community notes. We'll send out notifications as soon as that's done, so you can expect more regular uploads from us. And yeah, any last words, Stuart, before we
Up the
before we
Chelsea,
say goodbye? Up the
up
fucking
the
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea. Yeah. All right, guys. Peace. See you next week.